I check, you never walk on water. Last time I check, he can put on in his Instagram, ditulis ini, and then di Snapseed, terus kemudian di iPhone, bukan di Samsung, terus kemudian dia langsung, boom, terus kemudian dia bisa bilang, look what I just did, I'm walking on water. Last time I checked, there is nobody on earth have done that. Peter is the only person, the only human yang bisa jalan di atas air. Betul kan? Church, give Peter a break. He is the only disciples yang bisa berjalan di atas air. Mungkin cuma 5 menit, I don't care. He's done it. We haven't. But think about it, church. The first thing yang kita harus belajar, there are 3 things yang kita mau belajar dari cerita ini. Yang pertama adalah, poin yang pertama, first slide. Poin yang pertama adalah, life's greatest miracle can only happen when you step out your boat. Saudara yang terkasih, nothing great in your life will never happen kalau kita stay in your boat. Everything great in life, your greatest miracle, your greatest breakthrough can only happen when you make a decision to say, I'm sick and tired of this, I'm stepping out. You know, think about it. The other 11 disciples have got the same potential. I love this. The other 11 disciple has got exactly the same potential to walk on water. True? Mereka punya sama, exactly the same. But only Peter yang bisa naruh di LinkedIn profile-nya, I walk on water. Di resume-nya bisa tulis, I walk on water. Kamu mimpin CEO Crown Group dan lain sebagainya. But I walk on water. You haven't. But you know what? Church, the first thing that we can learn from this is that life's greatest miracle, life's greatest breakthrough will only happen when we dare to step out of our boat. Same thing with our life. Our calling, our anointing, our potential can only be released when we step out. When we step out. I'll tell you a story. Waktu saya pertama kali menginjakkan kaki saya ke Australia, kira-kira 15 tahun yang lalu, I was 20 kilos lighter than this. Oke, kurus kayak ngejar layangan, kayak tule-tule ngejar layangan. But you know what? When I first came to the city, I came to a church that absolutely got nothing. Nothing. We don't have our own building, we didn't have our own music team, and things like that. Our church, gereja saya itu ada dalam satu gereja yang dulunya shoe factory in a suburb called Regent's Park. I didn't even know that Regent's Park as a suburb exists. You need a passport to go there. You need a bulletproof to go there. You know, they have nothing. They almost have absolutely no resources, not enough skill to run a church. Majority of leaders had to do everything. Saudara terkasih, bayangin saudara. Waktu saya pertama kali datang ke gereja itu, saya sudah di stage main keyboard. Because they didn't have anybody. They said, please help us, main keyboard. Siapa yang baru pertama kali datang? Main keyboard. Saya. What? Yes, they don't have anybody. But you know what? Majority of the leaders had to do everything. Biasalah ya, gereja kecil. Had to do everything. Think about it. Mulai dari stacking chairs, mulai dari ngepel, mulai dari worship leading, preaching, counseling, apalagi link-link yang lain. You know, preaching, translating, here we go. Stacking, chairing, counseling, everything. But you know what? The attitude that I make is, instead of me sitting on my boat and complaining about it, I made a decision to step out of my boat. Instead of complaining, I said, nobody's in the choir. I want to learn to sing. I cannot sing before, but I want to be in a choir. Instead of complaining, I'm busy, I've got no time, I'm so busy with my work. I said, somebody has to do it, let it be me. might as well be me. Instead of complaining, why me? You need a translator? I'm not the best, but I want to learn. Here I am, God. Come and use me. Come and use me. Until the day came when my pastor trusted me to lead a youth extension service called Catchers. Saudaraku yang terkasih, how I lead my team in Top Right and in Sanctum right now, all I learned it when my days in Catchers. As simple as that. All the things that I learned, I won't be able to preach today without that church called Regent's Park. I won't be able to lead worship without those years of training in that shoe factory. Yesterday or 2 days ago, I met a friend of mine. And I'm not sure whether he's here. But I met a friend of mine called Lehendra. And I haven't seen him for about 5 or 6 years. And he said to me, Ko, I remember those days in Catchers where you lead. I was there. And you know what? I'm now in Indonesia. I have got my own business. And every single thing that you taught me, I practice them. Saudara terkasih, hati saya benar-benar dibukain sama Tuhan. Church, you cannot stay in your safe zone your whole life and expect your maximum potential in your life. Nothing great, tweet this, nothing great ever exists. Nothing great in life ever happened when you stay in your safe zone. Peter was the only person who wanted bad enough and made a decision to get out of that safe zone and start operating from the faith zone. Peter is the only person that said, God, I'm sick and tired. You know what? I have to decide that on that night. I believe that he needs to decide. I've got to decide, do I want to sit here sucking my thumbs and sit here and rot on this boat, or do I want to step out and do I want to walk on water? You know what? You got to be like Peter. If you want to move forward, kalau saudaraku mau belajar dalam kehidupan, kalau saudaraku mau grow dalam kehidupan, there is no growth ever existed in life if we don't walk on water, step out and walk on water. Saya nggak tahu situasi saudara hari ini. Mungkin saudaraku, God has been dealing with you. I believe that God is speaking to some of you today. That's it, hands down. I believe that. Probably God has been dealing with you lately. God has been showing you, menunjukkan kepada saudara greater things that you can do in your career. Greater things that you can do in your ministry. Mungkin saudaraku, Tuhan sedang ngomong sama saudara, showing you a sneak peek. Greater calling in your life, in your ministry, in your career, in your life, but you are afraid. What if walking out of my boat means you are leaving behind something that you know? Susah sih memang. You can be afraid. It's not easy untuk step out of your boat. Aku remember vividly a day where God has been dealing with me for months and months and months and months. For me to actually step out from my old career. Tuhan ngomongin sama saya, dalam hati saya, you can do so much better than this. But in my life, I said, it's cool, it's all right. Yeah, I'm not millionaire, but I've got this amount of money every single year. Kamu lihat loh teman-teman gue yang lain, itu kerjanya kayak gitu dan sebagainya. It's cool, it's all right dan sebagainya. But God keep pressing on my heart. A sneak peek, a show like the trailer and show to me that you can do so much better than this. And I remember I keep pushing, nah, it's cool, it's all right. My job is okay, it's all right. Until one day my mentor, Iwan Sunito, ring me and then show me, why don't you aim higher? Why don't you do better? Aim higher, stretch yourself a little further. Saudara terkasih, saya remember a day at 11 o'clock, 11:30 in my living room where I was completely broken. Nangis, saudara. Saya bilang, Tuhan, I want to get out, but I'm afraid. But today, I cannot stand it anymore. I've seen the bigger picture. God, I want to step out. Help me out. After that day, I prepare my CV. Shoot it. Sampai 3 months got rejected, interview rejected and things like that. But after 3 months, I doubled my salary because of that phone call. 3 months after that, I tripled my salary because of that phone call. That yearning, that confidence, and I believe that God is speaking to some of you today. It's not only about your career, it's also about your life. It's all about your ministry, your connect group and things like that. You know, I get it, man. It's not easy. It's scary. It's not easy. I've got a joke, illustration. Ada satu orang, I remember a story, ada seorang yang dikejar macan, lion, tiger. And dia lari, dikejar macan. Lu bayangin gak kalau misalnya Stefan dikejar macan. Gak pernah ke treadmill tapi tetap udah lari kan, betul ya. Dia dikejar macan, terus kemudian dia reach the edge of the cliff. Wah, jurang. Ini gitu kan. Terus kemudian tapi dia ngelihat Tuhan tuh baik banget. Dia ngelihat ada di edge of the cliff itu ada kayak akar tumbuhan yang keluar. Kayak film kartun lah pokoknya, betul ya. Keluar, wah masuk. Dia langsung ranting, kalau badan segitu ya jatuh Jess. Gimana ranting? A branch istilahnya gede lah, gede banget. Nah dia pegang itu gandolan ke sana. Terus kemudian, but to his despair, sialnya minta ampun saudara. To his despair, ada mouse came out from a crack and began to chew that branch. Sial banget gak lu? Jadi ini ada macan, wow, dan sebagainya. Sudah kata, oh terima kasih Tuhan. Ada tikus lagi gigitin tuh branch supaya dia jatuh. Suddenly, he look at the heaven, dia ngelihat ke bawah, waduh ini jurang, ini pasti mati. Suddenly dia ngelihat ke atas dan dia melihat, dear God, dear Jesus, if you are up there, please help me. I will do anything. Just please help me, please save me. Terus kemudian saudaraku, there is a voice in heaven. Check mic. Terus ngomong gini, you will do anything I ask? This is Jesus by the way. You will do anything I ask? As you can imagine, Stefan was shocked. There is a reply from heaven. Ya, terus kemudian dia bilang gini, reply from heaven, I will gladly, anything you ask, just please save me. The voice from heaven then replied, there is one way. I will save you today, but there is one way. And that way will take you you need a great courage and you need a great faith in me. Dia ngelihat ini branch dimakan terus sama si mouse. The tiger was still growling. Dia bilang, please Jesus, tell me what is it? I will do your will be my will. And the voice from heaven says, all right then. You ready? Okay, this is it. Let go of the branch. Let go of the branch. Dia ngelihat ke bawah, mati. Ngelihat ke atas, mampus. Ngelihat ke sini, ini emas ini. Akhirnya the Lord look back, mikir dan sebagainya. He is thinking, his time is running out. Then he look up at the heaven and says, is there anybody else up there? Buddha, tolong bantuin dan lain sebagainya. It's not easy when God stretch our faith. It's never easy. It looks easy. But I know, church, preach with me for a moment. It's not easy to let go that branch. It's not easy to let go the familiar. It's not easy to step out into your storm. But like Peter, we need to make up our mind. Do I want to sit here and rot with my old boring boat? Or do I want to step out of my boat and let God perform His greater miracle in life? Today, God is calling you like He's calling Peter. Come. Hidayat, come, Tito, come. I will show you that you can walk on water. But you know what? Come on, church. Today, God is waiting for somebody, anybody in this room who wants to say, God, if that's really you, call me and tell me to come out. I will walk on water. Come on, church, step out because it's our time to walk on water.